Embracing the Divine Within, A Spiritual Journey. Written and published by Mindful Literary. Chapter 1, Awakening to the Inner Self. Recognizing the Call to Spiritual Growth. In every spiritual journey, there comes a moment when we feel a deep stirring within our souls, a call to something greater than ourselves. This is the call to spiritual growth, the invitation to delve deeper into our innermost being and connect with the divine essence that resides within us. For spiritual people on the journey within, this call can manifest in many different ways. It may come in the form of a sudden realization during meditation, a profound experience in nature, or a feeling of discontent with the status quo of our lives. However it presents itself, it is important to recognize and honor this call, for it is the first step towards true spiritual transformation. One of the key aspects of recognizing the call to spiritual growth is being open and receptive to the signs and messages that the universe sends our way. These may come in the form of synchronicities, dreams, or intuitive nudges that guide us towards the path of spiritual awakening. By paying attention to these subtle cues, we can begin to unravel the mysteries of our inner world and embark on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. It is also essential to cultivate a sense of curiosity and wonder about the spiritual realm. This means being willing to explore new ideas, practices, and belief systems that may challenge our existing perceptions and expand our understanding of the divine. By remaining open-minded and flexible, we can continue to grow and evolve on our spiritual path. Ultimately, recognizing the call to spiritual growth is about embracing the unknown with courage and trust. It is about stepping into the realm of the unseen with faith and surrender, knowing that we are guided and supported every step of the way. As we heed this call and embrace the divine within, we open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities and profound transformation. Embracing the unknown. In the subchapter, Embracing the Unknown, of Embracing the Divine Within, A Spiritual Journey, we delve into the concept of surrendering to the mysteries of life and trusting in the unseen forces that guide our path. As spiritual beings on a journey within, it is essential to recognize that not everything can be understood or explained by our limited human minds. Embracing the unknown means releasing our need for control and allowing ourselves to be guided by the divine wisdom that flows through us. It requires a deep sense of trust and faith in the universe, knowing that everything happens for a reason and that we are always supported and protected. When we embrace the unknown, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities that we may have never considered before. We let go of our fears and doubts, and instead, we welcome the uncertainty with open arms, knowing that it is in these moments of discomfort and vulnerability that we experience the most growth and transformation. As spiritual people on a journey within, we understand that the unknown is not something to be feared, but rather embraced as a teacher and a guide. It is in the moments of uncertainty that we learn to truly surrender to the divine and trust in the process of life. So, let us embrace the unknown with courage and grace, knowing that it is in these moments that we truly connect with the divine within us and experience the magic and miracles that await us on our spiritual journey. Trust in the unknown, for it is where the true essence of our being resides. Letting go of ego. In the journey towards embracing the divine within, one of the most significant obstacles that we must overcome is our ego. The ego is the voice inside our heads that tells us we are separate from others, that we are better or worse than those around us. It is the source of pride, jealousy, and other negative emotions that can hinder our spiritual growth. To truly connect with the divine within, we must learn to let go of our ego. This means releasing the need to be right, the need to be in control, and the need to be better than others. When we can quiet the voice of our ego, we open ourselves up to a deeper connection with the divine. Letting go of ego is not easy. It requires us to be vulnerable, to admit when we are wrong, and to be open to the perspectives of others. But in doing so, we free ourselves from the limitations of our own minds and allow the divine to flow through us. One way to begin the process of letting go of ego is through meditation and mindfulness practices. By quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment, we can begin to see past the illusions of the ego and connect with our true selves. As we continue on our spiritual journey, we must remember that letting go of ego is an ongoing process. It is something that we must practice daily, constantly checking in with ourselves to ensure that we are not being driven by our egoic desires. By releasing our ego and embracing the divine within, we can experience a profound sense of peace, love, and connection with the world around us. It is through this process that we can truly begin to live a life of spiritual fulfillment and purpose. Chapter 2: Connecting with the Divine. Cultivating a spiritual practice. Cultivating a spiritual practice is essential for those on the journey within, as it allows us to connect with our inner selves and the divine energy that surrounds us. By setting aside time each day to focus on our spiritual well-being, we can enhance our connection to the universe and deepen our understanding of ourselves. One of the most important aspects of cultivating a spiritual practice is finding what works best for you. This could involve meditation, prayer, journaling, or spending time in nature. Listen to your intuition and follow what feels right for you. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to spirituality. Consistency is key when it comes to cultivating a spiritual practice. Make a commitment to yourself to set aside time each day to connect with your spiritual self. This could be as little as a few minutes of meditation in the morning or a walk in nature in the evening. The important thing is to make it a priority in your daily routine. Another important aspect of cultivating a spiritual practice is keeping an open mind. Allow yourself to explore different spiritual practices and beliefs, and don't be afraid to try new things. You never know what may resonate with you and help you on your spiritual journey. Ultimately, cultivating a spiritual practice is about connecting with the divine energy that resides within each of us. By taking the time to nurture this connection, we can tap into our inner wisdom and live a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Remember, the journey within is a deeply personal one, so trust in your intuition and allow yourself to grow and evolve on your spiritual path. Finding sacred spaces. In our spiritual journey, we often seek out places that allow us to connect with the divine within ourselves. These sacred spaces can be physical locations such as temples, churches, or natural landscapes, but they can also be internal states of being that we cultivate through mindfulness and meditation. Finding sacred spaces is not just about the physical environment, it is about creating a sense of peace and connection within ourselves. This can be done through simple practices such as deep breathing, journaling, or spending time in nature. By tuning into our inner world, we can tap into a wellspring of wisdom and guidance that can help us navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. Spiritual people understand the importance of finding sacred spaces in their daily lives. These spaces provide a refuge from the chaos of the world and allow us to recharge our spiritual batteries. Whether it's a quiet corner of our home where we can meditate, or a walk in the woods where we can commune with nature, these sacred spaces are essential for our spiritual well-being. As we journey within ourselves, we learn to recognize the sacredness that exists in all things. We see the divine spark that resides within each of us, and we honor that connection by seeking out spaces that allow us to nurture and cultivate it. By finding sacred spaces, we are able to deepen our spiritual practice and align more fully with our true essence. So, as you continue on your spiritual journey, remember to seek out and create sacred spaces that resonate with your soul. Whether it's a physical location or an internal state of being, finding these spaces will help you connect more deeply with the divine within yourself and experience the true beauty of the journey within. Developing a relationship with the divine. In the subchapter, Developing a Relationship with the Divine, we explore the importance of connecting with the spiritual essence that resides within each of us. For those on a journey within themselves, cultivating a relationship with the divine is essential for personal growth and spiritual fulfillment. One of the first steps in developing a relationship with the divine is to quiet the mind and listen to the whispers of your heart. Through meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature, you can create a sacred space where you can tune into the guidance and wisdom of the divine. It is also important to trust in the process and have faith that the universe has a plan for you. By surrendering to the flow of life and letting go of control, you open yourself up to the miracles and blessings that the divine has in store for you. Another key aspect of developing a relationship with the divine is to practice gratitude and appreciation for all the gifts and lessons that come your way. By acknowledging the abundance that surrounds you and expressing gratitude for the beauty of life, you align yourself with the energy of the divine and attract more blessings into your life. Ultimately, developing a relationship with the divine is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. By nurturing this connection and staying open to the guidance of the universe, you can experience a deep sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment in your life. Embrace the divine within you and let it guide you on your journey within. Chapter 3: Healing the Soul. Releasing Past Wounds. In the subchapter, Releasing Past Wounds, of Embracing the Divine Within, a Spiritual Journey, we delve into the transformative power of letting go of past hurts and traumas in order to fully embrace our spiritual journey. For spiritual people on the path of self-discovery and personal growth, it is essential to confront and heal from the wounds of the past that may be holding us back. These wounds can manifest as emotional scars, limiting beliefs, and negative patterns that prevent us from connecting with our true divine essence. Releasing past wounds is a process of forgiveness, both for ourselves and for others who may have caused us pain. By acknowledging and accepting the past, we can begin the process of letting go and moving forward with a sense of peace and liberation. Through practices such as meditation, journaling, and energy healing, we can begin to release the emotional baggage that weighs us down and prevents us from fully embracing the journey within. By opening our hearts and minds to the healing power of divine love, we can begin to transform our pain into wisdom and our wounds into sources of strength. As we release past wounds, we create space for new growth and transformation to take place within us. We become more aligned with our true selves and our higher purpose, allowing us to experience greater joy, peace, and fulfillment in our spiritual journey. So, dear spiritual seekers, I invite you to embark on the journey of releasing past wounds and embracing the divine within. Trust in the process, have faith in your inner strength, and know that healing is possible for all who are willing to do the work. Embrace the freedom that comes from letting go of the past, and open your heart to the infinite possibilities that await you on your spiritual path. Forgiveness and compassion. Forgiveness and compassion are essential elements in the spiritual journey of embracing the divine within. As spiritual people, we understand the power of forgiveness in releasing the burdens of the past and opening our hearts to receive divine love and guidance. When we hold on to grudges and resentments, we block the flow of divine energy within us and hinder our spiritual growth. Forgiveness is not always easy, but it is necessary for our own healing and transformation. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the chains of anger and bitterness, and we create space for compassion to grow in our hearts. Compassion is the ability to empathize with others, to see beyond their faults and shortcomings, and to offer love and understanding instead of judgment and condemnation. As we journey within, we must cultivate forgiveness and compassion towards ourselves as well. We are often our own harshest critics, but true spiritual growth begins with self-love and self-compassion. We must forgive ourselves for our past mistakes and shortcomings, and treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer to others. In embracing forgiveness and compassion, we align ourselves with the divine presence within us. We become vessels of love and light, radiating healing energy out into the world. Through forgiveness, we break down the walls that separate us from others and from the divine, and we open ourselves to receive the blessings that are always available to us. May we all embrace forgiveness and compassion on our spiritual journey within, and may we be guided by the divine love that dwells within each of us. Embracing self-love. In the journey within, one of the most important steps to take is embracing self-love. As spiritual beings, we often prioritize caring for others and neglect our own well-being. However, true spiritual growth begins with loving and accepting ourselves unconditionally. Self-love is not about being selfish or narcissistic, but rather about recognizing our own worth and value as divine beings. When we practice self-love, we are better able to show love and compassion to others as well. One way to cultivate self-love is through daily affirmations and positive self-talk. Remind yourself daily of your innate goodness and worthiness. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion, just as you would a dear friend. Another important aspect of self-love is setting boundaries. It is crucial to recognize when we are giving too much of ourselves and when we need to prioritize our own needs. By setting healthy boundaries, we show ourselves respect and honor our own well-being. Practicing self-care is also a powerful way to show love to ourselves. Make time for activities that bring you joy and nourish your soul, whether it's meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. Remember that taking care of yourself is not a luxury, but a necessity. Ultimately, embracing self-love is about recognizing the divine spark within each of us. When we love ourselves fully and unconditionally, we are better able to connect with the divine within and live authentically as spiritual beings on this journey within. Chapter 4: Nurturing the Spirit. Finding balance in mind, body, and spirit. In our fast-paced world, it can be easy to lose sight of the importance of finding balance in our mind, body, and spirit. As spiritual people on a journey within, it is crucial to prioritize the alignment of these three aspects of our being in order to truly embrace the divine within. Finding balance in our mind involves cultivating a sense of peace and clarity through practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and positive thinking. By quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment, we can create space for spiritual growth and connection to the higher self. Nurturing our body is equally essential on the spiritual path. Engaging in regular exercise, eating healthy foods, and getting enough rest are all ways to honor our physical selves and support our spiritual journey. When our body is healthy and strong, we are better able to receive and channel divine energy. Finally, tending to our spirit involves connecting with our innermost self and the universal energies that surround us. This can be achieved through practices such as prayer, yoga, or spending time in nature. By nurturing our spirit, we can deepen our connection to the divine and experience a profound sense of inner peace and harmony. By finding balance in mind, body, and spirit, we can create a strong foundation for our spiritual journey and open ourselves up to the transformative power of the divine. As we continue on the path of self-discovery and spiritual growth, let us remember the importance of tending to all aspects of our being in order to fully embrace the divine within. Creating sacred rituals. Creating sacred rituals is an essential practice for those on the spiritual journey within. These rituals serve as a way to connect with the divine within ourselves and in the world around us. They help us to honor the sacredness of life and foster a deeper sense of connection with something greater than ourselves. One of the first steps in creating sacred rituals is to set a clear intention. What is it that you hope to achieve through this ritual? Is it for healing, for gratitude, for manifestation? By setting a clear intention, you are able to focus your energy and attention on what you are seeking to bring forth. Next, it is important to create a sacred space for your ritual. This can be as simple as lighting a candle, burning some incense, or setting up a small altar with meaningful objects. The key is to create a space that feels sacred and special to you, a space where you can feel connected to the divine. Once your space is set up, you can begin the ritual itself. This can take many forms, from meditation to prayer to chanting or dancing. The important thing is to do what feels right for you, what helps you to feel connected to the divine within. After the ritual is complete, take some time to reflect on your experience. How did you feel during the ritual? What insights or messages did you receive? By taking the time to reflect, you can deepen your connection to the divine and gain a greater understanding of yourself and your spiritual path. In creating sacred rituals, we are able to tap into the power of the divine within ourselves and in the world around us. These rituals serve as a way to honor the sacredness of life and to deepen our connection to something greater than ourselves. Embrace the practice of creating sacred rituals and watch as your spiritual journey unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways. Honoring the divine feminine and masculine. In our spiritual journey, it is important to recognize and honor the divine feminine and masculine energies that reside within each of us. These energies are not limited to gender, but rather represent the balance of yin and yang, receptivity and action, intuition and logic. The divine feminine energy is nurturing, intuitive, and compassionate. It is the energy of creation, of birthing new ideas and possibilities. When we honor the divine feminine within ourselves, we tap into our intuition and connect with our emotions on a deeper level. We learn to trust our inner wisdom and embrace the power of vulnerability and empathy. By honoring the divine feminine, we cultivate a sense of nurturing and love towards ourselves and others. On the other hand, the divine masculine energy is assertive, logical, and action-oriented. It is the energy of protection, of providing structure and stability. When we honor the divine masculine within ourselves, we tap into our strength and courage. We learn to set boundaries and take decisive action towards our goals. By honoring the divine masculine, we cultivate a sense of purpose and drive in our lives. By embracing and integrating these two energies within ourselves, we achieve a sense of balance and harmony. We learn to appreciate the unique qualities of both the divine feminine and masculine, and how they complement each other in creating a holistic spiritual experience. Through this integration, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. As spiritual beings on a journey within, it is essential to honor and embrace the divine feminine and masculine within ourselves. By doing so, we align ourselves with the universal energies of creation and manifestation, and open ourselves up to a deeper connection with the divine. Chapter 5: Embracing the Path Forward. Trusting in Divine Guidance. Trusting in divine guidance is a foundational aspect of the spiritual journey. As spiritual beings, we believe in a higher power that guides us along our path and helps us navigate life's challenges. When we trust in divine guidance, we open ourselves up to receiving messages and signs from the universe that can lead us in the right direction. In the journey within, it is essential to cultivate a deep sense of trust in the divine. This trust allows us to surrender control and have faith that everything is unfolding as it should. When we trust in divine guidance, we can let go of our fears and worries, knowing that we are being supported and guided every step of the way. Trusting in divine guidance also means being open to receiving messages in various forms. These messages can come through intuition, dreams, synchronicities, or even through the words and actions of others. By staying attuned to these signs, we can gain clarity and insight into our path and purpose. As spiritual people, we understand that there is a greater plan at work in the universe. Trusting in divine guidance means aligning ourselves with this plan and allowing ourselves to be led by the wisdom of the divine. When we trust in divine guidance, we can approach life with a sense of peace and confidence, knowing that we are always being guided towards our highest good. In the journey within, cultivating trust in divine guidance is an ongoing practice. By staying connected to our inner guidance and remaining open to receiving messages from the universe, we can navigate life's twists and turns with grace and ease. Trusting in divine guidance is a powerful tool that can help us stay aligned with our true selves and live a life filled with purpose and meaning. Surrendering to the Universe. In the subchapter titled, Surrendering to the Universe, in the book, Embracing the Divine Within, A Spiritual Journey, we delve into the concept of letting go and trusting in the greater power of the universe. For spiritual people on the journey within, surrendering to the universe is a powerful practice that can lead to profound transformation and growth. Surrendering to the universe means releasing our need for control and allowing things to unfold as they are meant to. It requires us to trust in the wisdom of the universe and have faith that everything happens for a reason. When we surrender, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities that we may not have considered before. In the midst of life's challenges and uncertainties, surrendering to the universe can provide a sense of peace and acceptance. It allows us to let go of our fears and anxieties, knowing that we are being guided and supported by a higher power. By surrendering, we can release the need to constantly struggle and instead flow with the natural rhythm of life. Surrendering to the universe also means letting go of our ego and aligning ourselves with the greater good. It requires humility and a willingness to surrender our desires and attachments in order to serve a higher purpose. Through surrender, we can cultivate a deeper connection to the divine within and experience a sense of oneness with all of creation. As spiritual seekers on the journey within, surrendering to the universe is a powerful practice that can lead us closer to our true selves and the divine source of all. By releasing our need for control and trusting in the wisdom of the universe, we can open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities and experience the true beauty of surrender. Living a life of purpose and meaning. Living a life of purpose and meaning is at the core of the spiritual journey within. It is about connecting with our inner divinity and aligning our actions with our true essence. When we live a life of purpose, we feel a sense of fulfillment and contentment that goes beyond material possessions and external achievements. For spiritual people, living a life of purpose means following the guidance of their inner voice, their intuition, and their connection to the divine. It means listening to the whispers of their soul and allowing their true essence to shine through in everything they do. When we live a life of purpose and meaning, we are in alignment with our higher self and the universe. We are able to manifest our desires and create a life that is in harmony with our soul's deepest longings. Living a life of purpose and meaning also involves serving others and making a positive impact on the world. When we use our gifts and talents to help others, we not only uplift those around us, but we also elevate ourselves to a higher level of consciousness. In the journey within, living a life of purpose and meaning is the key to unlocking our full potential and experiencing true spiritual growth. It is about embracing our divine nature and allowing it to guide us on our path towards enlightenment. So, as you embark on your spiritual journey within, remember to live a life of purpose and meaning. Listen to your inner guidance, follow your heart, and trust in the divine plan that is unfolding for you. By doing so, you will experience a deep sense of fulfillment and joy that comes from living in alignment with your true essence. Thank you to all the listeners of Embracing the Divine Within, a spiritual journey. We are grateful for your engagement and hope that the journey has been enlightening and transformative. Your exploration into the depths of spiritual awakening is a profound step towards personal growth and understanding. We encourage you to continue this journey of self-discovery and spiritual enlightenment. For more insightful content and resources to aid your spiritual journey, please subscribe to the Mindful Literary channel. Your subscription not only supports our work but also connects you to a community of like-minded individuals seeking growth and awakening.